How do you deal with loneliness? Be mindful of your loneliness thoughts. Remember that loneliness is a state of mind, more than a fact or reality. Yes, being alone for long periods of time naturally can evoke feelings of loneliness, but it's easy to get bogged down by those feelings and begin to feel certain that you are destined to be lonely for what feels like an eternity. Try to notice your thoughts about loneliness as they pass, and remind yourself that you don't necessarily have to buy into the idea of loneliness. You are bigger than your thoughts, and you don't have to let them define you. Learning how to practice mindfulness meditation is a great way to become more aware of your thoughts and learn to let them go when needed. Going out and meeting people. I value my time alone much more when it's balanced with time I spend with people who are good for me. There are multiple ways to meet people as an adult. Festivals, conventions and hobby groups. Browse Facebook for groups in your area for sports or even gaming like D&D. If you have friends who are bringing you down, it might be best to part ways with them or reduce your contact. When I've been at my worst, I've had to separate from other people who aren't in the best place themselves. If you're hanging out with someone but feel severely drained after hanging out with them, you should check if they are bringing you down. You need a mantra, something you tell yourself, and learn to believe that makes everything okay, whatever that might be. If you struggle to make connections with people, but you really want to, you need to feel okay with yourself first. If you don't want to make connections with anyone but you feel lonely, you just need to feel okay with yourself. I don't know what your mantra might be, but have a think about what it is you need to believe to feel okay about the way things are. If that belief is that things will change, tell yourself that every day and don't be afraid to face a few setbacks when you start making things change. Video games and actually dealing with your problems, but I'm not in that stage yet. Unironically, online video games with strong communities can really help. EVE Online helped me meet some really interesting people. A certain game about pirates was so great for this. So many tasks requiring teamwork. Lots of downtime sailing around. Basically the perfect recipe to finally resonate with your friends again. Same dude. If any of y'all wanna play some, I got a PS4 and just started playing League. Depression Squad. I've accepted it. When I'm not working I use video games and play YouTube commentary videos in the background while I do housework to give me a sense that there is someone else there. I'm not sad or miserable about it either. I've actually come to detest social situations if it's not work related. I've been like it for 3 years now, and I'm pretty content. No commitments apart from work, and not having to worry about birthdays, social events, plus all the extra money I have is a bonus too. Just play games such as CSGO, Dota, other games. Why? Cause you can meet up with a random person online and maybe you can befriend with him. Point. If he live nearby with you, you can meet him and befriend. But he might be a pedo badger rapist. If you don't like playing games, you can just hear good track music or relaxing piano. Point. If you don't like hearing music, just watch movie, cartoon, anime. Loneliness is a part of life we must all overcome. Whatever fills that void, do. If it's a hobby, commit to that, then you will find others who are too. If social contact is what you desire, work up to being what you want to be, put yourself out, and soon you will find that really is the real you. But hey, it's easier said than done. So, see what else you can distract yourself with. Being creative. Having a hobby like painting, drawing, or writing, for example, can be a great outlet. You can be very emotional with art, so I find it very therapeutic working through my feelings of sadness by turning it into art. Gets the emotion out of you, and the end result is something you made yourself and are proud of. Reddit. It's currently my only go-to solution for everything. Bored, Reddit angry, Reddit lost in the middle of nowhere and trying to find the way home. Reddit. Can relate. Whether you have a bad, boring, worrying day, hitting that refresh button and seeing new posts really helps. Honestly, realizing that it's not that bad to be by yourself and even embracing it, you start realizing that you are better off than most people, because a lot of people simply cannot be by themselves, which is bad because you are literally depending on others for your happiness. Try to learn new skills. Skillshare is a great way to learn new skills. Feel free to use my affiliate link Skillshare.com. This is bullshit. The first 20 people to sign up using the link get nothing special. Seriously though, learning something new and exercise. Loneliness isn't very easy to solve, and loneliness is not the same as being alone. You can have many good friends and be married with a great career and nice home, yet still feel lonely. I deal with loneliness by petting my cat and cooking curry. By focusing on myself as a person. What do I need to do to better myself? Usually that question leads to a lot of stuff to do. You can't be lonely if you force yourself to get better at what you are doing as a person. Need a hobby that can involve other people. Perhaps one where you can join a club of like-minded enthusiasts. If you're in a city, there's got to be other people nearby who are into whatever you're into. Offer help to others. Socialize and have simple conversations outside your house. Give and don't expect anything in return. You will feel good about yourself and less lonely in spirit. Oh yes, Charles Bukowski, there are worse things than being alone, but it often takes decades to realize this, and most often, when you do, it's too late, and there's nothing worse than too late. I try to work on myself mentally and physically when I'm lonely and don't expect any forthcoming change in that circumstance. The hope is that I'll be a better, stronger person when the clouds finally part. I don't. I'll let it engulf me, be one with me without letting others know about it in real life. Sooner or later, I will be at peace with it. Then I can move forward on my own. YouTube. Just being able to see and hear other people who I find entertaining can create an artificial feeling that I'm not really alone. At least for me. Learn to like yourself. And if that's not possible, become a version of yourself that you do like. You're only lonely if you don't enjoy your own company. Coping mechanisms: basically things I enjoy, like going for a walk, watching a movie, listening to music, third modeling, playing a game, etc. I decide that I'm not lonely. Then I read books, or go drive my car for a little bit, and get some food with some friends. Get in a dating app and chat with people. Recently even my friends stopped reaching out, so there are limited options. Cigarettes, music and video games. Books help a lot too. Honorable mention Reddit. For me, I just contemplate suicide and count the days until I get a weapon to commit it with. Chatting with others online and reading. I don't feel as lonely when I'm talking to someone. TBH, I don't deal with my loneliness deals with me and my DCK. I learn languages for fun, and I talk to people across the world instead of being lonely at home. You don't. You go out and make friends and find a so, like your brain is telling you to. I use various drugs from alcohol to mouse frequently as it doesn't stop my heart, haha. Play online games, or talk with someone on phone, or surf through the internet. I'm an introvert and love being alone. I can just completely relax. Decided to go out with my best mates to praise the sun. Reddit, YouTube and Twitch, I guess. Or just taking a little nap. Deal with it. I love being alone. Plus I have my dogs. I don't. I just hug myself and cry forever alone. Sleep, some binge watching, music, then sleep again. I find it harder to deal with others than to deal with loneliness. I go out and enjoy nature, the only thing that centers me. Find a hobby that you can do indoors on your own. Talk to myself, or play video games. I try to make up scenarios in video games. It's super easy if you just hate people. Say hello to my 15 personalities. By putting focus into something I enjoy. Remember what hanging out with people is like. Listen to albums by A Rocket to the Moon. Trying to talk to people online